Okay, got it. We'll just wait for that to show the screen. Make sure it's muted. Okay, we are good to go. Let me minimize this. All right, so today is the 11th. We're almost mid-month. Almost. Still got a whole week before mid-month. Now, some of you will come up on notices for renewal. Okay? It's inevitable for that to happen. We're on the clock to get things completed, to which I had a conversation with the programmer today. So what I want to do is give you an update on what was talked about, what's going on, where we are. Like I've said before, and I'll continue to say, I'm confident that everything will happen in the time that it needs to happen. There's no worries. The software pretty much is complete. We're just waiting for an approval for one part of it. Now, I can't say what the part is, so please don't ask, but just know it has everything to do with how you receive it. Now, I'm going to send you a video of a specific person. His name is Ishmael. Some of you may know him, some of you may not. But the information that he is dispensing, please stop chatting. If you're on the chats, stop. He's going to dispense information that is vital that you understand and know. Okay? So a lot of this information is pretty much telltale as to where we are in this world, not just the United States. But this information is vital to where and how things progress from here. Okay, so I really want you to just have a listen to it. I'll get that out. That's how we're going to test both platforms, both mailing lists. Now, it will be a link, and that's the reason why I want to test it with this, to see if it will go to the inbox of the email that you put in that form. Speaking of which, let's talk about these forms. The issues that were prior to last call have been fixed. Address 2 is no longer asterisk, and the logo is reduced down to a small black square on Team Royal. Now, what I have noticed, because I filled out the form myself, and a lot of you are saying, oh, I didn't get the confirmation. I didn't get the confirmation. The confirmation goes to spam. So I guarantee you, if you filled it out 2, 3, 4 times, go look in your spam. I guarantee you're going to see a confirmation email in there 2, 3, 4 times. I cannot stop it from going to spam. But once I send an email to this opt-in form, that should alleviate it. The only other option I have is to get a premium account with the email system where I can do a double opt-in. There is such a thing, but you have to have a paid account to have it. A single opt-in should allow it to go to the inbox. And we're going to test that tonight with the video that I'm going to share with you. If you don't get it, or please check your spam on a regular basis. Let's just say that up front until you whitelist it. How do you whitelist an email? When you go into your spam account, open up the email, and up in the far left, you're going to see where it says report not spam. When you click that, the email will disappear. Then you go to your inbox and you will find that email. That's called whitelisting. You're telling Gmail that this email coming from this provider is not spam. So that should make any email that I send to you go to the inbox. I'll say that again. Everybody check your spam box tonight. I guarantee you, you're going to see a confirmation email from the other night when you were filling out the form. Some of the forms went, some didn't. When you find that confirmation email from a promise delivered, just click on the email, open it up. When it opens up, in the top left-hand corner in Gmail, I don't know about these other ones, if you're using other providers, in the top left-hand corner, you're going to see report not spam. Click that, the email will shoot into the inbox, and anything I send to you going forward will go to the inbox. So while we're on the call or when we get into Q&A, I would highly recommend you go take a look and move that email to the inbox. You only have to move one of them. You don't have to move all of them if you did it over and over and over. Just move one, and that'll tell Gmail, hey, when it comes from vertical response, put it in the inbox. All right? Now, let's move on to the next thing. LLCs, S Corp, C Corp, trust, whatever you created, please listen. Whatever you created, the title of it cannot have your name in it, period. I don't care what it is, LLC, trust, whatever. Has to be a totally different name. It has to be a totally different email from your jumpstart position. Okay? Nothing from your jumpstart position should be in any of this information, these two LLCs, S Corps, C Corps, whatever you created to get an EIN. None of your personal information should be in any of the information connected to them. When you go into the back office with the e-wallet, you're going to put your own bank account. You can do that. That's fine. What you have to realize, and I hope you can catch on here, the reason why you can put your information there is because you enrolled them. Okay, you personally enrolled them. Remember, we was talking about personal positions behind you, or you going out to find three. You kind of did it, but you only did it twice. So the information that is attached to the outside membership of that account should be the same. Or if you have a child above the age of 18 and you want them to use some of the services in the back, put it under their name. If you have an aunt, uncle that doesn't want to do any kind of programs, but they need help fixing the roof or fixing their credit, put it under their name, but you pay for it. That's the difference, okay? So I hope that settles all of the dust that is in the air about these two positions. The main position is a business. The outside membership is just a membership, but you need both in order to receive data. I hope that's clear. You're going to do that 2 times. Once you do it the first time, it should be easy to do it the second time. And a lot of you that jumped on the jump start, that followed the instructions, it should be easy the second and third time because you're just repeating what you did the first time without the mistakes. So if you made mistakes the first time signing up, learn from those mistakes and just clearly go through these steps, which brings me to the next thing. Instructions. I am going to have it finished by the end of this week. The individual that's writing them also has to go to work. Okay, so I have to go to work, they have to go to work, but each step, now I do mean each step is written out in large print. I'm not going with this little stuff. I know some of us and most of us are wearing peepers, some form of glasses. We shouldn't be, and we won't be after the med beds, but we got to get there first. So I found it easier to just go with type 18. That's large enough to see without glasses. The steps are not going to be drawn out, long paragraphs of information. Step 1, click such and such. Step 2, click this. In the first box, write your name. That's what you'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you follow those, I assure you there should be no mistakes. And think about it. You only have to do this one time. You're repeating it. Once you've repeated it the second time, you won't be filling out any more forms. Well, I take that back because there's 2 more platforms that I told you are coming. They're 100% crypto, depending on what happens. And you'll see what I mean when you watch the video. All right. So instructions will be large print, 1, 2, 3, broken down like that. All right. There's only 2 things you have to do. Fill out the form, fill out a link spreadsheet, which is coming. That's the actual join part of a promise delivered. That's the next step. That's why I was trying to get everybody to get their emails straightened out, because the next thing you get is going to be a link to the spreadsheet. Okay, the brand new spreadsheet. We're going to build out of the old one. But once you sign up into a promise delivered, that's a brand new spreadsheet. Okay? And it's not going to do anything but keep everything in track when you signed up, and what you should be doing from that point forward is watching your email. That's it. Just watch your email every day. Just go in there, look at it, go look at spam. Since we see there's a problem, don't just click inbox, oh, there's nothing there, and go away. Inbox, spam, just in case. Cover your you know what. All right? So that's where we are. Now, myself, family, you, we've all been waiting on a promise delivered for a very, very long time. We're finally here. We're finally here. 4 or 5 days, you're going to see the join link for a promise delivered. Now, I don't want you to bug out like you did with these 2 forms. There was so much confusion. I don't understand. All you were doing is joining a mailing list, and we created a firestorm of confusion. So what I'm going to ask everyone, and I do mean everyone, all the way from the little mouse on the corner all the way up to the elephant in the middle of the street with polka dot shorts on. Everybody has to take their time, fill out the forms, join properly. Like I said, it's just me. And I have to make sure not only are you in a promise delivered properly, I have to make sure you have 3 in Team Royal. So I'm working 2 platforms by myself on purpose. Why would you put that much work on yourself? Because I don't trust anyone else. I just don't. Miscommunication, oh, I didn't know, or I forgot to look over here, or you didn't say that you wanted me to watch it all day. I don't want any excuses for you not to be in the position you're supposed to be in from start. When you put things in other people's hands, you're at their mercy, as you can see with the program. If I could program, it had been done months ago, but I can't, at least not now. But you have to put things in other people's hands. And when you do that, you're at their mercy. If they say, well, I'm going to the beach today, I could care less about a software. Next Wednesday come up, it's my baby's birthday. Would you expect that programmer to not do his child's birthday to make sure we launch? No, it ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. I don't care how much you pay a person, family comes first. So knowing that, this is why I said I'm gonna go dark. Now, this is the important part. When a promise delivered launches, do not call me for 30 days. Don't do it. Let me get situated so I know what I'm doing. See, I have to learn the back office and how to make sure you get what you're supposed to get every turn, every step of the way. I have to make sure that if you have 3 stars, that you get your picture sent to corporate so that you get recognized. And I could ask a question right now. Have you sent in a bio and a picture? If you have, perfect. You're on point. If you haven't, this is what I'm talking about. Procrastination destroys everything. Everything, including your income. All right. So if you have not yet sent a picture, it doesn't have to be you. If you don't want to show your face, if, whatever, if you're hiding from the IRS or that man down around the corner, I don't know, or that lady that keep looking at you at the grocery store. If you hiding, hide, but get me a picture and a bio immediately, because I won't have time. It'll be left up to you to get recognized. So I don't want that. I need everybody's selfie and a bio that joined Jumpstart. And for your 2 entities, go get a picture. Do this stuff now, please. So I have it at my disposal. When I need to congratulate someone, I could just send that picture over and you're congratulated throughout the entire company. You've seen what they did to me. That's going to happen to you. Because when we start rolling with a promise delivered, it's 2 times everybody. Where do you think those 2s are going? They're going behind you. Then you're going to start ranking like I did. And they want a picture. They're going to want to congratulate you. They're going to want you on a call. They're going to ask you, how did you do it? And your answer should be Team Royal. Team Royal helped me do this. So when you go to these calls, these training calls that you're going to see a lot of in your email, this is why I'm doing a Team Royal mailing list. When they send me a class on one of those squares in the back, I'm going to send it to you. When you get on that call, introduce yourself, Montavo Lewis, Team Royal. Okay? Let the company hear who's on these calls. Load them up if you can, if it's doable when these calls are done. Get on the call. All you're going to do is learn your back office. All you're going to do is learn how to save money, how to reduce your debt, how to get money back off the job that you're giving away every paycheck. You're going to learn how to buy a house like I did. That's what's behind me. Team Royal helped me do that. That's how you're going to introduce yourself. First, last name, Team Royal. Thumbs up. Awesome. Now, the last thing that I'm going to hit, because I know there's a lot of questions. I want to get these questions. The last thing I'm going to hit is this. 5 or 6 days or less, whenever they get the approval, we're going to go into test mode. Straight into the 75. Not even going to test the other way. Straight to the 75. Cash. So if you are one of those 75th or 75, get your 175 together. Because when I call you, I'm going to need you to be ready to go. So I can take you off of one spreadsheet and send you to the other one. That first 75 should have that 175 together right now. If you don't, please do so. Because when I call, you're going to get an email straight from me. You're going to fill out that form, which is another Google spreadsheet, and you're going to go over there on that spreadsheet at that moment. That spreadsheet is what's going to go to corporate, because I have to keep track of all this. I have to turn this over to them. I want them to have so many sheets to look at and just get frustrated and say, forget it. There's too many coming in. That's what I want to hear from them. They've already said that what we did a week ago, now too, they have never seen since the start of the company 9 years ago. No one has done what I did. We did. So now, when we launch a promise delivered, that same process is going to be times all of you. The jumpstart positions are going to be just like mine. Why? Because you're up in front of all of what's getting ready to happen. Remember, I said 3 by 3 by 3 by 3. That creates a network. They all don't have to be behind you to make what you see me make. It's in the network. So if people are way over there below, with 3 being placed, it's still under you. If they're way over there and 10 get placed, it's still under you. You just took 13 and added to your number. See how that works? President Andamo wants to speak to all 3 stars. I have to look back and see who is a 3-star. So if you know you're a 3-star, I need to hear from you. Because what he's going to do is tell you guys about how you can triple, quadruple those earnings. But we already know we got a secret weapon. It's called a promise delivered. See, they don't know what I know. They don't know what you know. And I hope you don't get on a call doing this about what Team Royal's doing or promise delivered. That is not to be discussed on any calls. Even though I'm recording this, it's okay. I want everybody to know the same thing. What we do over here is team business. Okay? Team business. We just happen to be associated through Team Royal. They have no idea what we're doing, but they're about to. And all of you will be in the same shoes I'm sitting in right now. Could you imagine? How good is it going to feel to know that you are guaranteed a certain income every month because of what we're doing as a team, as a family? What happens when we go international? What happens? One thing I can tell you, a promise delivered is going to beat the brakes off of anything out there, because nothing can touch what we have. Nothing can touch it. By it being international, Lord have mercy, you guys just have no idea. You're gonna get tired of handling and processing. You watch what I tell you. You're gonna wake up in the middle of the night and you have to process $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 every night. Anything out there doing that right now? Might be every day, every hour. All because of what I know. Last thing, and then we're going to go into question. On any recorded call, do not use the name of the sister company. On any recorded call, or any call for that matter, ask me how a promise delivered works. That's a violation, because I've already said it several times. Do not ask that question. And the reason why I say it like that is because of my analogy. If you have no more eggs in the refrigerator, and you got to get to Walmart to get some eggs to make that cake, what are you going to do? Get in the car, go to Walmart, get the eggs, and come back. Right? You're not going to stop at the door and ask your husband or ask your wife, how does the transmission work so I can go get these eggs? Huh? Come on now. Would you ask that question at the door? Nah, I know you won't. You're just going to get in the car and go get them eggs. So same thing with a promise delivered. Do not ask me how it works. That is an insult to me because I've requested you not to ask that question. Okay? Done with it? Let's go. Let me stop the recording. Thank you for watching the recording.